Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to give you a intro, I guess I'll call it, to this video. Number one, what I'm doing today is Roxy's Weekly Challenge, library cards. My original video, the first 20 minutes was complete disaster. I mean, everything worked out, but it was complete mayhem. So I eliminated that, and I wanted to add a portion in to the video because I had made some library pockets using 2 different sheets of paper rather than just one. You know what I mean? I used one and used the second one for a pocket. So I wanted to show that process. So after this intro, you're sort of going to just jump in there, and I just sort of wanted to give you a warning, or caution, should I say, that you're jumping into chaos. Well, hopefully I cut out most of the chaos. But anyway, wanted to give you an intro, and thank you all for your continued support, and I hope you enjoy the video. Talk to you soon. And all I did, because I wanted to use 2 different papers. This is only 6x6s cardstock, so it wasn't long enough to fold up. So what I did was, I'm going to cut this about 1.5, or as close to it as possible. It's not quite 4.5. This is going to be my pocket, so that's not quite 4.5. So I want this to be, I'll make it about right there. Yeah. And then I can cut this off. So all you need to do is establish how big you want your library pocket if you're doing 2 pieces like this. So mine is roughly 5.5 inches tall. It's going to be about 3.25 inches wide. Then determine how tall you want this to be, which I want it to be about there. So I just want to make sure I give myself, this is the bottom, and I'm going to leave that width. Give yourself enough. I like to have half an inch, and you're going to need a half an inch on the bottom. And you probably all have done this. Let's just see, how much do I have here? Do I have an inch? Yeah, I have an inch, so I'm good. And I got my bottom, and I want to add a half an inch to that. There's my bottom. Okay. And then, let's see. And this paper I absolutely love. This is Tailor-Made Journals. I'm going to score this half an inch on 3 sides. Cut out my little triangle here. Just making sure I didn't have my fabric scissors. A little pocket. This is going to go on the back side. No, I like the blue. And these sides, this will wrap around the sides here. And it's a little bit small. So make sure you measure accurately. Clearly I haven't. There you go. But it's easily fixed. And then just put your glue. On the 3 sides, and up your bottom. Oop. Guess what I forgot to do? Forgot to cut my little half circle, so I'm going to try to do that before I glue this last side down. I'm just not a good fast crafter. There we go. And then get some of this mess out of the way. Surround your corners. It's a little bit tall, but it's okay because you could always add. If you wanted to, you could always add another pocket, make it a double pocket, or just once it's decorated, I'm sure it'll be fine. Wow, that was sort of crazy, huh? Sorry for all that disorganization, but we got there. Okay, now I thought I would do one. Let's see, is that going to be, yeah, I'll do this one. I'm going to cut it about 4.5 inches wide because I know I want an inch, half an inch on either side. Roughly. You could use your scoreboard like I did on those. But this is how you do it when you have one single sheet of paper. I really love the way this coffee stain looks. That was, I made that after watching 49 Dragonflies. And let's see, on this, like that, I think I'll bring it up. Yeah. Just bring it up here. We can cut this shorter too. Seems a bit tall. I'm going to make my pocket a little bit shorter. And I'm going to make this shorter. You can do it whatever size you want. It's all a matter of preference and probably the size journal you're working in. So there's no true exact measurements. We're going to cut these pieces off because we don't need those. I gotta remember which is my fold line. This one. The bottom one. It's always hard for me to Oop. Whew. find, like, when I paint, I always catch myself holding my breath. And I'm like, breathe, breathe. But that's what I'm doing right now. I think because I feel like I did such a horrible job on those. I didn't explain it very well at all, so I apologize. But I sort of feel like out of breath now. And then to our corners. And we don't have to have this, but you can. So that's the easier way. When you're using a solid piece of paper, you can see I got this a little bit. Okay, so we just put glue on our flaps. Flip it up. Glue them back. And there's your little library card pocket. I'm going to try one out of music paper, I think. Well, maybe I should just go ahead and try to decorate these before things get too awful crazy. I always make more than what I can get accomplished. So let me start with these three. This one, as I mentioned, I am doing a Halloweenish themed journal, which I will share with you in the next day or so. But I have these Tim Holtz. This Tim Holtz ephemera. I thought I could use something here. I don't think I needed to dump all those out, but it's a little bit dark. Oh, I sort of like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Oh, I like this label too. Well, let's see, do I have any other colors? I think these florals are a little bit dark just because of the whole Halloween theme. But in its own weird way, I like it. I don't know if I'm going to use that there or not. That might be something I add at another time. So I'm going to go ahead and get these on. Sort of funny seeing the word wicked. I don't know if that word is used across the country. But like here in the Northeast, especially Rhode Island, I can speak for Rhode Island, the word wicked is used on a regular basis, like, oh, it's wicked hot outside. That's wicked cool, or whatever. I sort of like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I want to glue that. You know what, I could have put some, I wonder if I have any here. I cannot find anything in my craft room, and it's really weird because, you know, I haven't been in my craft room for the last week, and it's like amazing to me how quickly I forget where I keep things. I'm looking for some cheesecloth, some cheese stained cheesecloth. I was just thinking, give me one moment. I don't know if I have any in my basket here. I think I usually do. Right up there. Alright. Cheesecloth, where are you? Daggone it. Let me see. If you could see my craft room, you would completely understand why I can't find anything. I don't know if I have that. Just grabbing my fabric tubs out here, because it's been so long, I can't remember where. It's not in this one. Maybe it's in this one. Complete mayhem, I tell ya. Found it. I just sort of feel like maybe I want some. Probably after doing all this, I don't want it, you know. That's the way it usually works for me. Let's just see which piece I want. Probably don't want it after all that. I might put it there. I don't want to torture you and then not use it. I'm just trying to mess this up a bit. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to finish decorating this one and turn my camera off and back on because I forgot to start my timer, and I'm scared my video is going to shut off on me now that I let this glue all dry. This. So there's our first one for the Halloween journal. I just want to decide if I want to use, I'm going to wait and make a decision if I add that or not. But I'm going to go ahead and turn you off just because I've lost track of time without setting my timer, and I don't want my camera to go off because I certainly don't want you to miss any of this chaos. I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and let me see, we finished this one. I pulled out some laces and things because this journal is going to be a little bit more frilly, and I just love this. I don't know what it is about it, but I thought I might use a piece of it. I don't want to cover everything, but I want to add a little bit of something. And I was wondering, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'll use that or not. I want to see if I can make a little bow, which I'm not the best at. I just want a small one. Maybe a little bit smaller. I don't know if I can use this or not. I don't want to make this real bulky. I sort of like that though. I wonder. Oh, I saw a real tiny button. Saw a smaller one in there. Don't you hate that? You see something and you think, oh, that would be perfect, and then it sinks to the bottom. I don't think this was it. I might add that. I'm just going to grab a needle. I think I'm going to stitch this on here if I can. This is going to be sort of tricky. Not a whole lot to attach it to with this lace. My needle doesn't want to go through. Uh-oh. Now I've done it. What have I done here? Try to do something. I need to just take my time. I'm trying to rush. Well, see if I can make this work. I just want to attach this. It's going to be glued, but it makes me feel better something this bulky if it's also sewed on. I think that's good. And then I'm just wondering, I really want to put my button on there, but I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe attach it to part of the bow. There's just nothing to attach it to with this this lace that's beneath it. We'll see how this turns out. I'm going to put a few on here. go. I'm wondering, I don't think I want this. I think I want to just, I think I'm just going to hook that way. And maybe I'll use this Fabrifix. And I have to be a little bit careful because oh my gosh, sorry for all that. I'm just smearing this on here. And I'm happy with the way that is. I think that's enough. So I'm going to put that one aside. Put my needle over here. Now that I have glue all dried all over me. On this one, I found this little piece of paper and I really like the way this ledger looks because I don't want a whole lot. So I think I'm going to use it. And I wish I would have thought about this. I think I'm going to add some of this back here. I should have not glued that before, but I did, so I must deal with it. So I'm going to do as best I can, and maybe I can't do the whole thing, I don't know. I just want to see. I don't feel like that's torn. Wish that was a little bit wider, but I'll put that on. Close that. Oh, might help if I open the right end. Not used to using this particular type of glue, as you can tell. But I got this fairly cheap. And I knew I was in the need of glue. Ooh, some kind of little bug. I have my window open. It's just a beautiful fall evening here. And I don't care that the whole back isn't covered. I think that'll be alright. I sort of like the teared edge there. Torn edge, teared edge. I think I like it like that. gonna, don't want to wrap that. I think I will just wrap it around. And I think that's fine. You're going to have a tag of some sort in there or a library card. Like, I had these laying here. Had some labels here. Sort of like the blue ones. I have a couple picked out here. Let's see what this one will look like too. Let's just see. Oh, that's too dark. What about this one? No, not digging that. I wonder. Excuse me. I'm really not happy with this. This is really bothering me back here. I'm going to try to recover this. I'm not happy with that. See if I can do this without destroying the whole thing. Do you ever do that? Let me tear that out. I need this to be wider, whatever's back here. I'm going to use this. Now I'll probably make it too big. So my suggestion is, if you're going to cover do it before you glue the flap down. Let's just see if I like this. I might not like this. Well, that could be alright. And then I wonder, put that up there. That could be alright. What do I do with this? Would the blue look alright or not? I think it's too blue. Too blue. Too much blue. I think I need some contrast. So we could always add a brown one. Ooh. I think I sort of like this one. Let's see. Or we might need to go to something else. Maybe a label's not the way to go. Nope. Just can't find the right color. You know what I mean? Let's see in here. Maybe one of these little... Ooh, this blue one's pretty. I just might add that. Maybe a little bit of something under it though. Alright, let's glue this down. maybe this might be too white. Yeah. I wonder if I have a piece of book page. That's darker. Too blendy. Might be too blendy. Almost covered up all that beautiful coffee stained paper there. I just might add the label. That's what I'm thinking at this point. I can't tear straight for nothing. I'll go ahead and add that. Why not? And once you determine what journal it would go in, you could always add a little bit of something to it too. And I think what will really finish it off is, I think I want this up higher, is once the tag is in it, whatever you add inside, you could always stitch around it. I feel like these things are crooked. Alright, so let me get my needle in here. So there you have it. This one I call sort of semi-decorated. I think once it's in a journal, it's going to be fine with a tag in it of some sort. And like I said, you could always decide to add more to it. So there's that one. This one will go in this little journal. And then I made this for the Halloween journal I'm working on, which I will share with you soon. You've actually probably already seen it. It's just what I'm turning it into. So there you go. That's Rachel's weekly challenge. I really enjoyed making these. I haven't made these in a long time. So I'm really glad that she brought that out. Resurfaced it for all of us. And there you have it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy crafting, and I'll be back really soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.